In the aftermath of October 7th, the Israeli Air Force is undertaking a significant expansion plan aiming to procure advanced aircraft, combat helicopters, and aerial ammunition stockpiles. The plan, estimated to be worth tens of billions of dollars, seeks to fund 4 squadrons of advanced fighter jets, including F-35s and modified F-15s, and 2 squadrons of combat helicopters. This initiative reflects both the evolving threats faced by Israel and the country's desire for a larger air force capable of addressing challenges and threats in both near and distant arenas. Despite having 4 years left on the current military aid agreement with the United States, Israel is looking to advance a future agreement, potentially expanding its scope. And joining us now is former commander at the Tel Nof Air Force Base and former combat pilot at the Israeli Air Force, Brigadier General Reserves Israel Relik Shafir. Thank you for joining us.
Hello.
So reports are showing that Israel intends to acquire more fighter jets from the United States, including helicopters, planes, and more. What do we know about this?
Well, this has been in the making for quite a while, renewing the fighter jet community in F-35s, which come at the expense of the older F-16s, and F-15 and modified F-15, as you just mentioned, in lieu of the older F-15s that have been with us since the 1970s. This will provide the Air Force with a force multiplier. Just as an example, the F-35 is actually an intelligence and reconnaissance aircraft, which is also able to deliver munition, which means it doesn't need ground or other airplanes to provide it with targets, as its radar is an advanced radar that can pick, let's say, a tank or other vehicles from dozens of miles away and understand where it's heading, and then direct firepower towards that target. So that is a force multiplier if you compare it to the older F-16s.
Yeah.
We also mentioned attack helicopters, Apaches of the newer types. I think it is quite clear after October 7th that there needs to be a quick response attack helicopter or local invasions such as we saw, that can quickly get there, understand what's going on, and just imagine if we had more helicopters ready and I would say focused on this type of an attack. We could have saved a lot of lives and trouble on October 7th. So this is where the Israeli Air Force is facing, as well as some tankers that we can go into that as well.
Now, you're speaking of October 7th, the atrocities. How much is the strategy of Israel's aerial defense now impacted by October 7th? And will there be changes to its military readiness?
I think, at least as far as the attack helicopters are concerned, which can give an answer to local invasions such as we saw, not only from Gaza, but maybe, but also from the northern border, as well in the Golan Heights. One of the points that should be made is that in low overcasts of weather, fighter jets cannot get their own information and their own intelligence, and attack helicopters can. They just hover at low altitude, can scan the area and understand where they need to be active. And I think the tactics will change in that a lot more freedom will be given to the attack helicopters to understand and make decisions on the borderline, something that we will have learned from October 7th. So at least as far as that is concerned. The other airplanes can give answers to attacks from not only the border areas, but further away, like Iraq or even Yemen, providing their own intelligence and data by their radars.
Now, to which degree would these new planes be able to target or reach, say, Iran's nuclear facilities?
They will definitely be able to do that, but I think these are things that have been with us for a while, and we understand that attacking the nuclear sites in Iran doesn't just take a one-time shot of fighter power, but it needs air supremacy and continuous, I would say, attack on these targets. The Iranian nuclear program has 33 sites at least and is well bunkered, so it needs a continuous control over the sky for several weeks, which is at this time only can only be done by the U.S. Air Force, which also has bombers with bunker busters that can't be carried on fighters. It needs bombers such as the B-1 and B-2 types.
Okay, Israel Ghalik Shafir, thank you very much.